Hello, I'm Dr. John Daly, Chief Medical Officer of COLA. Times sure are changing. I recently read in the American Journal of Clinical Pathology a study comparing final hematology and chemistry testing results from hematology and chemistry samples transported by drones for 3 hours versus more traditional specimen transportation. Paired samples were obtained from 21 healthy volunteers. Half the samples were held stationary in an air-conditioned automobile, and the other half were transported in a custom active cooling box mounted on the drone. The stationary samples were held at 27.3 degrees centigrade, while the drone specimens were maintained at 24.8 degrees centigrade. After the flight, 19 hematology and chemistry parameters were examined using 4 performance criteria. The hematology specimens, both stationary and drone transported, showed appropriate correlation. The 7 drone-transported chemistry samples exhibited an 8% positive bias for glucose and a 6% positive bias for potassium. The other 5 chemistry analytes met all 4 performance criteria. Further analysis of the glucose and potassium to evaluate the possible reasons for the differences obtained with the stationary and the drone-transported specimens seemed to indicate that the differences observed were the result of the temperature differences between the sample groups. It was stated that the most significant limitation of the study was that the volunteers were healthy individuals, so their results were in the relatively narrow normal range rather than being spread across the full assay range, that is from low to high, for each of the analytes. We will be reading more such studies as the availability of drones will enable our more rural areas to transport specimens more rapidly to reference laboratories, to obtain testing results more expeditiously, particularly in emergency situations. Thank you for your attention.